What I'm going to talk about is the ad to conversion system. So with a lot of you are running ads. Who in here is running ads for themselves or for as an agency? So what we want to do is make sure that those ads, because how expensive are your clicks? They're just going up all the time. Make sure the ads go to conversion as well. And I want to share a lot of stuff that I just didn't have time to do today. It's not a webinar. Well, it's a webinar, but it's not a webinar. What we're going to talk about is taking the ad to the funnel to the sale. Now, you guys have got the ads sorted out, and hopefully you've got the sales sorted out. What is often missing is the part in the middle, which is the funnel. And we touched on it briefly today, all the different types, but we'll have more time to go in depth in this stuff then. We're going to talk about the 7-figure funnel strategies in a much deeper way than what we've been able to actually do here today. So I've just touched on them. We're going to dive in deep and geek out on them. I'm going to talk about the 3 most desirable lead magnets, because people's tastes change. What works 6 months ago as a lead magnet may not work as well. You know, like I was saying, webinars are getting so hard to make work now. You know, Mindvalley's kind of a freak of nature in that area. You know, they're still making them work, but in general, it's getting a lot more expensive to drive traffic to a webinar. What to show them after they opt in? It might be a sales page. It might be something else. There's a few different things that are kind of under the surface that we're going to peel back the curtains that you probably haven't seen before. And when not to have an opt-in at all. So most people think that every click that they drive from Facebook should go to an opt-in, and that's not necessarily always the case. There's sometimes better way, and the math supports this. There's sometimes better ways of actually making funnels work without an opt-in. How to use quizzes on the back end. So I showed you I showed you the landing page for the quiz, where you go from the ad to the quiz page, and you take the quiz on the front end. But if you've got something else on the front end, you can use a quiz after that on the back end. And that's something that I don't see done very often, but I'll show you how powerful that is. How to reignite your webinars. Like I was saying, they're getting so hard to make webinars work. You really need to put everything into your webinars. There's a certain system of copywriting and persuasion that you need for any webinar that you do. And I'm going to take you through that too. Perfect message to market match. This is a timeless principle of persuasion. You will need the right message to the right market at the right time. So that's the message to market match that I'm going to talk about too. How to maximize every dollar. This is using things like upsells. It's using things like bump offers, using things like downsells.